Yo, it's your boy Jin. On today's video, we have the Chainsaw Man, episode 10. And yeah, I would say another great episode. And you know, my big question is Chainsaw Man like anime of the year? I mean, there's some really great stuff in this anime, but that's for like another video. There's a lot that happened in this video, you know, the huge massacre that just happened, and this is just the aftermath. So let's just see what happens there, shall we, guys? Well, first we get to see Aki, and he was in a hospital and he just woke up. He has no idea like who survived, and so he asked a big question to Denji, and Denji says that company was like the only survivor, and everyone else was like dead. So yeah, he got the shocking news that Himeno is dead, and the other guy who we never got to know his name, sadly. It was kind of rough for him. So Power and Denji go off to see Makima. And yeah, he starts crying because he seemed like he really did care about her, because they were really great friends with each other. And Denji goes back to get his manga, and he hears like Aki crying, right? So he was wondering like why isn't he crying? Is like the question he doesn't understand. And he's trying to think like he was trying to go back to like when he first met Himeno. You know, she was a nice girl to him, and he just doesn't understand why he didn't cry. And he was thinking about other people, like, is he gonna cry for Power if she dies? And he says no. And what about Aki? He was like, no. He did cry when Pochita died, but he was a devil. So, and he's thinking like, what if when I died I lost like my other part of my heart, which is like to care about people? And that is a good question. We just don't know about. And like, what if Makima died? I mean, he said that he'll be sad, but he'll get over it in a couple of days, because he has like free food, a nice place to live, and stuff like that. So interesting take on it. So Makima takes Denji and Power to see this guy at a cemetery, and he's going to train them to be like the best that they can be, so they can survive. And like, because for whatever reason, the gun devil wants to get Denji's heart for whatever reason. So this guy, we don't know his name yet, but he is like a very drunk fool, and we don't know nothing about him, but we know that he's pretty damn good, because we know he's a really good devil hunter, because he's kind of older, and not a single like devil hunter has killed him yet, or not a single devil has killed him yet. So you know he's gotta be good. And the objective is that the Power and Denji, they have to kill him. And if they kill him, then that means they're the best devils ever, because all the other devils couldn't do it. So that means they're the better devils. And then he starts to hug them, and he hugged them so tight that he broke Power's and Denji's neck. And if you forget, they have regeneration powers, so all they need is like blood, and they'll be a-okay. But even though if that's true, I feel like they still feel pain, guys. So this motherfucker was like stabbing them, fighting them, crucially like beating them to death until they beat him. And he did this for like the whole day. So while they're fighting, we go back to Aki, and he gets a visit by these two division people. We don't know their names, but they're telling him what he's gonna do next. Is he gonna leave, or is he gonna stay? And obviously he's gonna stay. Like, he is really passionate about killing these devils. He doesn't care about like sacrificing his life. And we also find out that he doesn't have that much time to live either, because of the cursed devil that he got, and he only has 2 years left of like the curse. So wow, I didn't think he was gonna do something crazy like that. But so they decide that he needs like a stronger contract with the devil, because the one he had, I don't remember what was called, with his hands there, but it seemed like that contract is done, or we know that it's not as strong. So it sucks that we're not gonna see that cool Power anymore, but we get it. He needs to like upgrade. And then and then as soon as the division guys leave, he gets another another guest coming in, and they don't show who it is, but we'll talk about it real quick. But let's go back to Power and Denji. So yeah, after a whole day of like getting like murdered to death or like slaughtered like to like the whole day, they need a plan together to kick his ass. And let's just say their plan wasn't like the brightest. So yeah, they're not Power and Denji. They're not the brightest people in the show, as you can tell. So the next day they come up with a plan. The drunk guy is what I'm gonna call him. He comes to their house. Power and Denji, they try to ambush this guy at their apartment, but it failed real bad. And it was like the worst plan you can ever think of. Power used too much blood, so she passes out. Denji comes from like the upstairs the apartment, tries to slice him, but he fails too. And I don't know why, but they're wearing glasses, thinking that that'll make him smaller. And it was a big go fail. So yeah, it seems like they're gonna do very intense training. It is not gonna be fun for them too, because they feel pain, I think, right? Am I the one who doesn't know, or is it just that they feel pain? Like, even though they can like come back to life, it's like Wolverine. Like, yeah, he can like, or he regen his like himself, but he still feels the pain of it. It is not fun. It's like traumatic, I feel like, for anybody, even if they're like half devils and half human. So yeah, the final minutes of the episode is Aki. He's going to like this secret lair, and it's like a prison for like the devils that survive, and they're gonna go get Aki a new devil to get a contract with. And we find out it is this devil called the Future Devil, and just from that name, I'm guessing we know what his power is. But before we meet this gun devil, we go back to the girl, and we find out that this mystery girl is actually like Himeno's little sister. And yeah, she gives Aki these letters that she wrote, unopened letters, and yeah, he decides to open them. And I guess we find out that Himeno kind of wanted to leave the Devil Hunters group because it is very dangerous, and she probably didn't think she was gonna live that long, because no one does. And I guess he finds out that he liked her or something like that. I don't know, but I thought that was important. But I guess we'll get to see more what that goes. So Aki goes inside this prison cell where the future devil is, and we get to see him, and we only get to see one eyeball, and that is when they cut it, and that is the end of the episode, guys. So yeah, a lot of happened in this episode, guys. So much that there's going to be 2 more episodes after this. And my big question is, like, you know, Denji was fighting this drunk guy, but he wasn't using like his full chainsaw mode. So I mean, I know that you have to kill him, so I'm guessing my big question is, why didn't he use it? I mean, I know that I'm pretty sure the drunk guy can still beat him, but I mean, at least try with that. You never know. And Power, she just has like the power of blood, and I mean, she can make cool weapons, but it is not that powerful. It's what it seems like. Maybe that's just me. Maybe she can do like a second gear like Luffy. Can you imagine where she like pumps up her own blood, where she makes herself faster and faster? So interesting idea for me there. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on Chainsaw Man. We are getting closer to the end of like the season, the show. And you know, is it anime of the year, guys? And to me, I feel like it's pretty close. I would say I like Cyberpunk Edge Runners a little bit more. Story wise, it's pretty unique and more things about it. I know I never talked about Cyberpunk, but you never know. So yeah, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Peace.